In a world where every movement is tracked, every transaction is logged, and the digital eye never sleeps, there exists a level of wealth that is defined not by what it buys, but by what it hides. For the average person, luxury is a loud display of status, a shimmering beacon of success that demands to be seen. But for the true titans of industry, the silent rulers of the global economy, the ultimate luxury is no longer a gold-plated penthouse or a custom-built superyacht. It is the ability to walk through a crowded street and remain entirely, mathematically, and legally invisible. This is the art of the ghost billionaire, a vanishing act performed with the precision of a master, magician and the resources of a small nation. While the rest of the world clamors for attention, a secret class of individuals is spending millions of dollars to ensure they are never found. They live in homes that don't exist on maps, travel in jets registered to phantom corporations, and communicate through channels that leave no digital footprint. Today, we step behind the velvet curtain to explore the shadows, revealing the sophisticated and often terrifyingly efficient world of high-stakes privacy. 1. The fortress of the unseen mind. To understand how the world's most powerful people disappear, one must first understand that privacy, for the ultra-rich, is not a passive state but an active, ongoing offensive strategy. It begins long before a single brick is laid or a single document is signed. It starts with the realization that in the modern era, information is more dangerous than any physical weapon. The ultra-wealthy do not simply buy security, they buy silence. This silence is manufactured by a specialized breed of consultants, former intelligence officers from agencies like the Mossad, MI6, and the CIA, who now operate in the private sector. These architects of anonymity treat a client's life like a classified operation. They look for leaks in every corner, digital, social, and physical. For these individuals, a stray photo posted by a distant cousin or a location tag from a delivery driver is a catastrophic breach of the perimeter. They live by a code that dictates that the most expensive thing you can own is a secret that stays secret. In this realm, the greatest flex isn't being known by everyone. It's being known by no one at all. 2. The phantom paperwork of a global elite. The digital footprint of a billionaire is a carefully curated lie. When an ultra-high net worth individual acquires an asset, their name is nowhere to be found. Instead, the world sees a labyrinthine network of shell companies, trusts, and foundations, often nested within one another across multiple jurisdictions. A single villa in the south of France might be owned by a Luxembourg holding company, which is owned by a Cayman Islands trust, which is managed by a family office in Zurich. This isn't just about tax efficiency. It's about creating a legal fog so dense that even the most persistent investigative journalists or litigators find themselves lost in a forest of paperwork. These entities are given nondescript, boring names: Blue Rock Holdings, Silver Pine Management, designed to blend into the background of corporate filings. By the time anyone peels back enough layers to find a real person, the trail has gone cold. This is the legal equivalent of a camouflage net, draped over the vast estates and private interests of the elite to ensure that their personal lives remain disconnected from their public-facing portfolios. 3. Living in the negative space of the map. The concept of a home has been entirely reimagined for those who value privacy above all else. For the ultra-rich, a residence is not just a place to sleep. It is a secure node in a private global network. Many of these properties are located in what is known as blackout zones, areas where local laws or geographic isolation make surveillance nearly impossible. These homes are often invisible from the street, tucked behind massive topographical features or hidden beneath the earth. Modern luxury architecture has shifted towards stealth wealth design, where the most impressive parts of a home are subterranean. We are seeing the rise of ultra-luxury bunkers that feature internal ecosystems, complete with hydroponic gardens, advanced air filtration, and private water sources. Above ground, the property might look like a modest, albeit large, farmhouse. Below ground, it is a 5-story masterpiece of glass, steel, and high-tech surveillance. These stealth estates are designed to be self-sufficient islands, allowing the inhabitant to withdraw from the world for months at a time without ever feeling the claustrophobia of isolation. 4. The silent wings of sovereignty. Travel is perhaps the most vulnerable moment for any high-profile individual. Yet the ultra-rich have turned transit into a masterclass in evasion. The private jet is no longer just a convenience. It is a mobile sanctuary. But owning a jet is not enough, as flight trackers have made it easy for enthusiasts to follow tail numbers across the globe. To counter this, the elite use blocked tail numbers and frequently rotate their aircraft through fractional ownership programs or leaseback agreements. Some even go as far as to fly multiple identical aircraft simultaneously to different destinations, creating a shell game in the sky to confuse anyone attempting to track their movements. Once they land, the transition from the tarmac to the destination is seamless. Private terminals, known as FBOs, offer discrete exits that bypass public arrivals entirely. Armored convoys, driven by tactical experts trained in evasive maneuvers, ensure that the journey from the wing to the door is never interrupted by a camera, lens, or an unwanted encounter. In this world, the journey is not about the view. It's about the vacuum. 5. The digital ghost and the encryption of life. In the age of the smartphone, the digital self is often the hardest part to hide. The ultra-rich do not use standard consumer electronics. They carry hardened devices with custom operating systems, often featuring physical kill switches for microphones and cameras. Their communications happen on private servers, encrypted with protocols that would take supercomputers decades to crack. They do not have social media accounts, or if they do, they are managed by teams of professionals who use them to push a specific, controlled narrative while the real person remains in the shadows. This digital hygiene extends to their families as well. Children of the elite are often raised with strict protocols regarding what can be shared and with whom. There are specialized firms whose entire business model is digital, scrubbing proactively, removing every trace of a client's personal history from the internet. From old college photos to records of past addresses, they are effectively erasing themselves from the collective memory of the web, ensuring that if you search for them, you find only what they want you to see, a blank space. 6. The human shield of selective loyalty. Ultimately, the strongest wall in any fortress is made of people. The ultra-rich surround themselves with a human shield of advisors, assistants, and security personnel, who are bound by the most restrictive non-disclosure agreements ever drafted. These NDAs are not merely legal documents. They are psychological barriers. Breaking one often carries financial penalties so severe they would ruin a person for life. But beyond the legalities, there is a culture of fierce, almost medieval loyalty. Many of these staff members are second or third generation employees, their families having served the billionaire's family for decades. They are treated as part of an inner circle, compensated with salaries and benefits that ensure they never have a reason to look elsewhere. This circle acts as a filter, absorbing every request, every threat, and every curiosity before it ever reaches the principal. They are the gatekeepers of the invisible, the silent sentinels who ensure that the billionaire's world remains an impenetrable mystery to the outside world. True power does not shout. It whispers from the shadows. And in the world of the ultra-rich, the greatest luxury of all will always be the ability to remain unknown. As we've seen, disappearing is an expensive, complex, and lifelong commitment that only a few can truly afford. If you found this glimpse into the secret lives of the elite fascinating, please leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think privacy is still possible in our modern world? For more deep dives into the lives of the world's most powerful people, make sure to subscribe to Lexure and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. For our next video, we'll be exploring the most expensive private islands that you won't find on any travel brochure. We'll see you in the next one.